So, Besnik here, and we're returning to the Exile lands. And today we're going to be covering some beginner tips. So first off, pick up everything: stones, branches, fibre, craft clothing, a pick, an axe and a weapon. And all of this can be done within your inventory screen. It's then time to hit trees and rocks and kill animals at low level and people to level up. So doing this, of course, will help you gather all the resources you need, but the main aim is to gather that experience so you can level up quickly. And if you do this as well, you might get lucky and get some items that you might not need to craft. Early on, you're going to want to stick to the river at the bottom of the map. That's because enemies aren't so tough around these areas. You're going to watch out for bosses, which are indicated by the skulls above them. And lastly, and by no means least, watch out for the sandstorms. They'll take your health and stamina off you. They're new to the game and they're very devastating. Okay, so next up, you've got all those resources. You're going to have to build a little shelter to keep yourself safe from those sandstorms. So the building system's changed slightly since last time I played it. You now have to craft a hammer and then you can build everything. Once you have the hammer, you can select walls, floors, etc. and place them around. Build yourself a little shelter to start with, and then as you progress, you can make it bigger. And then not long after that, you're going to want to get the crafting station so we can start progressing. Nice new mechanic they've added is that you can move items. So if you place something in the wrong place, you can pick it up and move it, which is really handy. And there you have it. The building's not too complicated. It's quite easy to get a hold of. Once you make that hammer, you can make whatever you want. And placing things is quite easy. By gathering all those resources and killing all the things around that you've seen, you'll level up, and then you can get knowledge points to unlock things. So there's lots of places you can place these points. I suggest starting with survivalist and then stone tools. First off, you're going to want to place a bed down in your building because you can use that as a respawn point. And then you're going to want to learn the furnace as soon as possible so you can start smelting down some iron. Don't forget to, of course, if you haven't already, learn the fire so you can cook yourself some food. And it goes without saying, if you're new to survival games though, you're going to want to craft yourself a box because you need to store away all those items you're collecting. My top tip is just to have a look through the knowledge points and what you want to learn, because you can unlock weapons, armor and all sorts here. Just be aware if you spend them, you can't get them till you level up again, so just be careful with them. So you're going to find these little blue nodes around the map that I showed you earlier when we were walking around hitting with the pick. You want to put them in your furnace with some wood or coal to burn it up to get iron bars. Another important resource you're going to want to gather is the skins of animals, so you can turn it into leather so you can make better armor. And this can be done at the tanner's table. Once you've done this, you can go to the armourer's bench and craft yourself some new armour. It's your choice, you can have light, medium or heavy, and the resources are shown on how to make it. Okay, so now we've got our new armour, we're going to want a new weapon of course, but before you do that I advise getting the pick first. And the reason for this is if you go out and you have an iron pick, you'll collect more iron off the nodes, therefore giving you lots more iron so you can make the rest of the tools and weapons. Pretty much it for my starters tips video and beginner's guide. I'm going to show you where the resources are in my next video so you can find out where to get all that iron and everything else you're going to need. Hopefully this helped, and if you've got any more tips for future videos, drop a comment below. And thank you for watching.